Greetings and welcome back to SmartWatchTix.com. Zeblaze, been a while since the original Lily came out, a ladies designed smartwatch. We now have the Ladies 2 here in 2025, and this one, they say, is packed with double straps. That means you can switch out the stock strap that it comes with right here, which is a rubberized style, with, in this case, an actual metal one. We'll show that to you in a minute as we dive deeper into the box. But first, let me tell you, you can pick up this wonderful Lily 2 for about $32 or so. Cheaper if we have a discount coupon for you, directly from Zeblaze's official store on AliExpress. A link in the show notes will take you right over here. You can apply coupons, put it in your cart, check it out, and have this thing just a little while. What comes inside this one now? First of all, it's a nice small screen, 1.2 inch, full AMOLED screen. It's got the always-on technology built in it, Bluetooth calling, music streaming, all the standard stuff. It's a Ultra HD AMOLED with 390 by 390 pixels, and the 1.2 inch gives it a 326 ppi and up to at least 1,000 nits in brightness. Corning Gorilla Glass, 3-axis accelerometer, new OHR Fusion biometric sensor in this one. It's using Bluetooth 5.3 for your phone calls. You won't have them drop out. 200 milliamp hour battery and about an hour and a half to recharge it. Now, all the different features are shown here. We will be looking at these as we go through it. FitCloud app is the app that this one pairs to. And a bunch of different more apps that workout programs that you can activate with it. The different languages that are in the system of the watch itself, the FitCloudPro app and Message Push are supported. Again, FitCloudPro, 300 plus app sync, it says. System default 6 for the watch faces, so you can add those to it. And it's basically an 18 millimeter band on this one because it's a smaller watch. Usually they're about 22. Okay, let's go deeper. We have a little film on top of here. We can take that off. See that nice curved Gorilla Glass on here. Look at the edge. Looks like one of the smart rings I used to wear. Very interesting. One single button on the side. There's your speaker. Microphone's usually somewhere opposite it over here. And again, the small bands. Open up the box, go a little deeper. We find the second band. It's a nice metal one that you can substitute out for a dressier look. You've got a standard USB to magnetic coupled connector, which is a 2-pin style. There we go. And plenty strong enough to hold the watch in its connection. You also have a screen protector if you want to put that on your already highly tempered Gorilla Glass. You certainly can. Personally, I like the look just like it is. It shouldn't be scratched given that it's Gorilla Glass. Then you got the Zeblaze Lily 2 user manual. Shows you the button and what happens when you do different things. There's the QR code for scanning to get the app. A little bit more information on basic parameters. The manual is just really, really basic. Now we're into other languages just to get you started with how to use it. And then, of course, you come over here to learn more, right? Here we go. Press and hold the side button. Give it just a moment, and it'll light into the Zeblaze logo and drop you into one of the watch faces that you've previously selected. No vibration when it opened up, though. So it's really quiet and silent. You swipe down, you get your control panel. You've got your overall brightness control at the top, and super bright, at almost 1,000 nits, they say. And it can get nice and low, too. You have to actually hit the button to take it down. There's its lowest level. We run it at about, a 2, I think? That looks like it'll work. Then you have your power savings mode. When you do this, it's going to put you in the lowest power level and disconnect everything so you can save power. Do not disturb is a special mode where it won't vibrate or notify you of any notifications or things going on. This activates the Bluetooth calling. You want to turn on both call and media if you plan on streaming from your phone. And we're all set up over there. This is a nice bright flashlight that comes with it. You've got information saying it's the Lily 2. This is find your phone. And it found it. And then overall settings. Now, in here you can change the menu style to a variety of them. We are in the listing style right here. In the display, you can change the watch faces, and there's quite a few. Some custom ones that I've put in, like this one, even has a little bit of animation going on to it, and others. And again, you got to that in the display in the watch faces. Brightness is the same thing. We can change right there. You can alter the overall screen time from as little as 5 seconds up to 30 seconds. We're running at about 15 seconds here. Raise your wrist to see the time. How long will it stay on? If you do that, you can change it from 2 to 6 seconds. Let's make it about 3 seconds. And then you're always on display clock. We have it set for an analog clock right now, and I'll show you that as the screen times out here later. The battery level, this is where you can do that low power savings mode. Tells you how much you have in your watch right now. Vibration and ring. You can have mute, vibration, or vibration and ring. Yeah. Yeah, you hear that? Okay, that's going on. Vibration intensity. Languages. We saw what was supported in the information sheet, but just to show you directly from the watch, if you want to change them here, you certainly can. And you got quite a few of them. The QR code for scanning and pairing. You can set the time directly on the watch if you want to, or even put a password in here. For system, you got the info again, shut down, restart, and completely reset, which is your factory restore. And that's everything in settings. Now, that was coming down. Going up gives you a listing of any messages sent from your phone. They'll show up on the watch. Going over this way, a pull-out panel shows you time and date, your most recently used apps, your weather in Fahrenheit or centigrade. We have it set for Celsius here. And then the phone if you want to make a phone call. Going off to the left now, you get into all your different cards for your step count, calories burned, distance traveled, the hourly step rate, and a 7-day assessment of your steps. Here you get into heart rate. It's going to give you, if you set it up, a continuous heart rate map on here, and it'll begin doing tests and show you what your heart rate is, which we just have one because it wasn't set up apparently last night for the full 24 hours. But when it is, you'll get all of that data in here for the full duration. Here we go to last night's sleep time, broken down into deep sleep, it looks like, and light sleep, and your 7 days sleep average. And on the app, you'll see more detail. Then weather in your area. Again, you can set the format. Music player. This is where we can kind of demonstrate what the music sounds like on this one. Here we go, all paired, ready to play some music from the phone. Here we go, streaming through the watch. Can you hear that? Coming through the speakers. You can mute it just by covering it with your thumb if you want to. Pretty good sound, pretty rich. They're all getting better these days, the speakers. And of course, from the music player, if you want, you can move forward or back. You can change the overall volume, pause it, whatever you'd like to do. And that's the music player. After music player, if you set this up, you can have all of your different activities: walking, running, mountaineering, cycling. No GPS in this watch, but you have access to all of your basic functions. And a little plus key where you can rearrange the order, or you can delete some of these or add to it. They're all being displayed right now. And tap the button, gets you right back to your opening watch face. Press and hold, lets you switch it to another one. There's a nice bright background one. Remember, for AMOLED screens, every little dot is its own transistor, basically. And so you have lower power if you use darker colored watch faces, or faces that don't have much information on them. Now, when it times out, and it takes about 15 seconds for this one as we set it, it'll go into the always on screen. And that's the one that will always be running in the background. And this is the pointer style. It's got the date at the bottom, the power level, and that's what it looks like. Now, with the twist your wrist activated, you see it came back to us, went out again, came back to us. So you have that capability as well. You can turn either of those on or off. And if I go over here to the display, to the always on clock, and change it to digital now, come back here, let it go out. Now you see what the face looks like in the always on mode for the digital display. And that, of course, can work with you with a digital watch face if you want to, of which we have a few. There's one. Here's another one. There's one that I downloaded from the store. Let's try the pink one. Okay, it's a lady's watch. There you go. This one shows you that you do have a bit of a bezel around the outside. It's not edge-to-edge display on this, so the actual viewing area is reduced somewhat. But we do have digital and analog, and again, when it times out, you're back into your always-on display. That all makes sense? Okay. We can also twist the dial here to change watch faces. And when you press it again, now you're getting into all of your different apps, which include your telephone for making a basic phone call paired to your phone. You have to have your phone with you, and the call will be made through your phone, but you'll hear it here in the watch. Contacts, call records, your voice assistant, that's your Siri or Google that you can activate. Here's your step count data. We already looked at that. Workouts now, those are the ones we can activate from here. And if you have any, you'll see your workout records, and they'll show up here. Then you got your heart rate and sleep time. We didn't see blood oxygen. This is a chart for that. And when it starts measuring, it's using the red diode technology, red and infrared generally, which is more accurate for that reading. Blood pressure is in here too. You'll get a chart, and it's measuring using basic green diode, and it'll give you your systolic over diastolic. All of these measurements now, check it with your calibrated equipment. Don't rely on the values that you get here, because we're not sure how accurate they really are. And it's unique to every person separately. Messages, weather, ladies, if you have it set up, it'll show you where you are in your cycle. The music player we've looked at, breath training. This is your inhale, exhale process where you can go into mindful meditation, relax. And it's saying breathe in and breathe out. And it's also vibrating each time it does that. So I like to check that for you. So if you want to close your eyes, you can, and just do it while feeling the watch happening. They have a stopwatch in here, and if we try to leave it, we can't without stopping it, come back into it. It's still where it was, and you can pick up again, but it won't run in the background. Now, countdown timers, alarm clocks, your business card for NFC exchange with WeChat, QQ, your basic social media sites. You got a basic calendar in here and a calculator. Find your phone, we played with that. Remote camera will switch your phone into a camera mode, and you can take a picture, use this as a trigger. And then overall settings, which we've already looked at as well. So that's basically the watch. Now let's go over the app. We are back on FitCloudPro. That's what the thumbnail looks like. When you've installed it, set it all up, open up the app. Nah, I don't want you to send me notifications right now. Anyway, here I am. I'm starting to sync because I've already paired the watch. Shows you our step count on the home screen. When we go into this now, you can see the hourly steps and some more information. You go into Health Connect if you want to pair this with the Health Connect process. Here's your overall sports records, outdoor walk, outdoor cycling, and again, you can get more details on all of those. Last night's sleep time shown in a chart with a breakdown here. That's available for you, and on previous nights as well. Heart rate are in each of these different segments from midnight to where you are currently. There's the day before. That's available. Heart rate. Same kind of display for blood pressure. Systolic and diastolic are here with your average, highest, and lowest. and blood oxygen. Again, you can get the blood oxygen reading in here. I'm not sure why it goes up to 110, since the highest it could be is 100%, guys. Nobody's got blood oxygen over 100. So that's a little error on the overall chart. But other than that, you do have some data in there that you can refer to. And that is all of the different health measurements. You can press the button once and it'll do these 3 readings for you all simultaneously, which is pretty cool. Over to device, it's the Lily. Tap here. Oh, we don't want to unbind it. This is information from it, the different things you can do, your activity, your water reminder. The dial library here shows you a variety of different dials that you could download, add to the watch. Very colorful because it is an AMOLED screen display, so you're going to have rich colors on the display. And it goes on for quite a ways. Thematic ones. Yep, you name it. Nice. And your dial, or my dial, are the ones that you've already downloaded from the overall dial center. Sports push. This is all the different sporting activities you could add if you don't like the basic ones that they've got, broken up by categories. So if you wanted to go into the water sports, you can add these. That'd be on the watch. You got raise your wrist to see the time. Basic settings are in here. And your device version. And then me tells you about you. Women's health information, exercise goals, and units are here. Basic. We've done this many, many times. So if you want more detail on the app, just grab another review where we dive into the FitCloudPro app. So there you have it, the Lily 2 with the sparkle in its little design there. Looks like a really nice watch. AMOLED screen display, waterproof, Bluetooth calling, and does all of the typical things that you'd find in a smartwatch. You can pick it up directly from the AliExpress site. This is the Zeblaze official store, the Zeblaze Lily 2. About $32 or so. Again, the link is in the show notes to take you over there. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Oh, one last thing. Here's what the metal band that came in the case looks like. Easy magnetic clasp. You can just slide your arm in here. Even my big arm will fit through this. Slap it back down. Automatically locks in position. Really, really sweet. Gonna surprise Mrs. Tix with this one tonight.